So let's look at what's happening in Swaziland, Cleopas, which is not too far from South Africa, I believe.
Thank you. I'm Cleopas Dlamini, the CEO of the Public Service Pension Fund, which is a government fund in Swaziland. Like in most developing countries or most African countries, the government is the single largest employer, and therefore the fund has 1.5 billion US dollars, which is easily the largest pool of funds in the Swaziland economy. The fund is invested, it's allowed to invest within Swaziland up to a minimum of 30%, and within the common monetary area of Southern Africa, which includes Swaziland, South Africa, both Lesotho and Namibia, and at the 70%, and you can, or 50%, I can say. And we have then the ability to invest 20% in overseas market. The fund is a direct, what can I call it? Is a defined benefit scheme. It has a membership of 35,000, that is active members, 7,500 persons, which are pensioners. We invest, our investments really are primarily within the Swaziland economy in unlisted securities. We do not have practically an active stock exchange, so the investments there are mainly in unlisted securities. They are in government bonds, infrastructure, real estate, private domestic equity. In infrastructure, the main areas of investment are agricultural infrastructure. We make advances to the sugar industry for the expansion of the opening up of sugar fields, expansion of sugar mills. We are also investing in the agricultural area where we are putting agricultural infrastructure for the expansion of a dairy product, for increasing the supply of milk within the economy tremendously, to a point where Parmalat is going to go into a processing of milk and milk products. The government pension fund is, the board consists of 50% members who are appointed by the government with the employer, and the other 50% are elected by the members. In the outside, the fund is not allowed to invest in unlisted equities outside of Swaziland. So basically, if we have to invest outside of the country, it has to be in listed securities. Most of our funds in the South African market are listed in invested in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. We utilize the services of investment managers within the South African market. We also utilize investment managers in international markets who we appoint. The fund is also invested in electricity, hydro power, etc. within the Swaziland economy. The requirement basically for us to go abroad would require that the securities or the investments into which we go either are listed, or it's somehow they have a joint, they must have cross-border benefit. We are currently in a joint venture arrangement with South Africa, construction of a railway line that is starting from the eastern part of South Africa. It goes to Swaziland and it goes through again down to the port in the South African market. That railway line is going to service mining coal in the South African economy, but also within the Swaziland economy, it's going to service agriculture, mainly sugar, as well as forestry product. I think for now, maybe that is what I can say about the pension fund in Swaziland.
Thank you so much, Cleopas. Again, dominant in your market. Don't have a stock exchange, but certainly invests within the South African region in terms of the stock exchange, but mostly in agriculture on the private equity side.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.